Are you ready to get to your next redemption challenge?
Yes. Yeah.
We are performing the first challenges from the seasons that passed. It's the first 2 to complete the challenge that win. The 2 that lose will be leaving redemption. Are you ready to get to it? Okay. Survivors ready? Go. It's gonna get wet. Valentina's across the beam. If you fall off, you gotta go back. There is a knack to this. Oh, Ken with a good fill. Tell me if you start running out.
Should I stop?
Yeah, okay. All right, everyone, what we might do is just stop. We've run out of water. We've run out of water, so we need to come up with a compromise that we're all happy with, okay? Currently, as it stands, Ken is in the lead,
Yep.
Fiona is second, Valentina is third, Julie is fourth. I think what is fairest is we will give you the keys, but there will be time penalties staggered between you. Ken goes, Fiona would be next. Are you happy with going in 1 minute afterwards?
He's got a lot more than me.
So you want 2 minutes?
No. 1 minute's great.
1 minute? Are you happy going in 2 minutes after Ken? Yeah? And Julia, because you're further behind, I think it's fair that they get a 5-minute head start on you.
I think we should measure the water in my jug.
To make sure. All right, let's reset. Survivors ready? Go, Ken. Not a lot of room on that table for all those pieces. Okay, Fiona, you're in. Julie cheering on her competitor. Are you close to Fiona in the game?
Yeah.
Valentina, you're in. Making progress. Fiona making progress.
Lovely work, Dave.
Julie. There's a symmetry to the pieces.
Oh my god, that doesn't help at all.
Valentina, first one to survive this challenge.
Valentina.
Moving on. Well earned. Just double check that. Maybe called it too early. No, you're good.
No, you don't do that to me.
We're looking for one more. Thinks he has it. And he does. 10. Moving on. Ken, Valentina, once again you survived the challenge to stay at redemption. Congratulations. However, Julie, Fiona, you are out of the game for good with no chance. You guys struck up a friendship in this game, right?
We did.
So is it kind of bittersweet that you're going out together?
I think it's quite nice that we're going out together, actually.
We can go out together and yeah.
Should we go out for a drink after this?
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you are leaving in high spirits. Thank you for your contribution to the season.
Thank you.
You will be missed. Unfortunately, you have not survived redemption. I'm going to get you to head on out.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Good luck.
Good luck.
Congratulations. Well earned. I'll see you for your next challenge.
So, that redemption challenge was intense.
That challenge was probably worse than the other ones. You're not in a team, you've got to do it all yourself.
Next to Valentina in that challenge, she was working her butt off. Like, I could just feel how intense she was focusing. I think maybe she was underestimated by the yellow team. And, you know, Ken's a sweetheart.
The overall experience is one that I knew I'd enjoy, and I've just really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's amazing. If someone was coming into the game, I think I'd say to them, be yourself, watch your back, don't trust what people tell you.
Gosh, start strategizing early, you know, don't sit back and sit pretty and think that, you know, people aren't plotting against you, because they probably are.
People that are left, enjoy, and may the best person win, and I'm sure they will. The most devious one, probably.
Oh, who's that?
That's a male.
Who's that?
So, at tribal, I found myself a little advantage. You have found an advantage in the game. This advantage allows you to secretly not vote at your next tribal. Instead, you can save your vote for use at future tribal councils. When it is your time to vote, do not write down a name. Instead, secretly place this note inside the voting urn and take a blank voting parchment with you. If you do not use this advantage at your next tribal, the advantage becomes void and holds no power. The extra vote can only be used up until final 6. This advantage can be transferred to another person, but it cannot be stolen. Okay. So basically, at the last tribal council, I really wanted Dave to go because basically I don't really trust him and he's playing really hard, but also I felt like Julie could be a number for me. I feel like I might have my back against the wall now, mainly because I don't know if Dave's going to want to work with me, and Dave is very just self-preservation mode, so I think he will try and jump to the yellow to take out the red. So now my fate pretty much lies in yellow's hands, whether they're going to want to work with me or not. Made it through another day.
Made it through.
Kind of heading forward from now, I think I probably need to have some good chats with Salvador. I think Matt has some good relationships with Joe and Kiara as well, so I need to try and get on their side to see how we're going to go from here. I'm pretty worried. So I have to use this vote at the next tribal council. Me and Matt are only 2 and there's going to be 4 against us, so I probably need my vote. I wore these cricket undies which have like a little space in there for the box, so I don't know if I'll use it for this if I'm giving it to someone else, but yeah, I'll have to think about that. She couldn't cut, so I had to like help her up the hill. She's like, I don't want her.
The votes at the latest tribal council did go where I expected them to, so that was a relief. You just never know when the ground might shift under your feet, so yeah, I'm feeling really good moving forward. I would like to maintain the working relationship that I have with Sal and with Joe from my original tribe. I also get really, really good feelings about Matt. I think he just has a really nice temperament, and he's someone who I feel like I could move forward with as well. I feel this sort of pre-game pull towards the other people who are first boots, but David does have a shifty sensibility, and maybe it's something I can crack through. Maybe it's just appearances only, but he's a smart, dynamic player, so I just feel like my guard's up a bit about that. I know who voted for David in the last tribal. It was Matt, Michael and Julie. We deliberately split the vote in case one of them had an idol. There might have been a slight miscalculation because David came on late to vote Julie, but you know what? Either way is fine for my game.
I just basically realised I can't count. It was just going to be a 3-3 split, and then we vote on David. Me and Michael wanted David out because he was. We feel we could work more safely with Julie than David. I've got a pretty good connection with Yara. It would be interesting what happens if it just came down to us 5.
Number 1 priority for us, hey? I think I know what happened there. We were strategic, but I think right at the last minute we kind of had a bit of communication breakdown. We didn't really know what the red team were doing. The plan, from my understanding at the moment, is just to get the blue team members out. That could change, I mean, especially if there are stronger competitors in the game. I do have quite a lot of trust in my yellow tribe, so I think the plan was to kind of knock out blue, and then I guess if we had to start knocking off red, then yeah. I am red, but I mean, before we merged.
I feel a little bit bad because at Tribal they were trying to pull me to vote for David, so then he would go instead of Julie going. I felt like Julie was better for my game to go and keep David, and I think maybe Michael had a good thing going with Julie, so I hope they don't sort of hold that against me that I didn't go with them. But I'd also spoken to my girls from the Yellow Alliance that we were going to go for Julie. The only thing that I've just thought about as well is that we're starting to become a majority in yellow. It's 5 yellow, the 4 red, and then possibly only 4 blue now because they've had 2 people voted as well. So now they might start looking at us a little bit more. I just sort of want to apologise to Matt and Michael and just sort of say, sorry, I didn't go with what you wanted. I think I'm better with Michael. I haven't really spoken with Matthew at all, so hoping to create like a good connection with him going further. There's a slight worry that David might have an idol next time.
So that was a really stressful one, really stressful. It's 4 votes Julie, including my own vote, then 3 votes David. I'm trying to work out who, so Julie obviously voted for me, and then was it the 2 boys from the original red that joined her? Or was it the 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, it must have been. So yeah, I don't know who to trust, but I think the upcoming challenge, like I've really got to, I think, prove myself. I have no idea what to do. I'm so confused. And I don't know how to play it or what I'm going to do.
Oh my god, pizza shapes, baby!
I did fruit too. I'm sitting really pretty right now. I feel like I am at a really good advantage because I'm in my first alliance, which is Dan and Jakey. They're both really good with me and I'm really good with them. We are still blue strong. But right now we are playing it really dumb. We're playing it like we're not really that close. So that we can get to know all the other team members.
Were you told it was a swap or just you sending people? We forgot to read the letter. Yeah, we just saw the buffs.
We just saw the buffs, we didn't read the letter.
Oh my gosh.
Intro swap, really happy. For a couple of things, like when we first saw that we had to do the swap, concerned because I knew there was going to be 3 and 2. And then when Julie picked the red, I had 2 frame of minds. I thought, one, I should go red as well so I can protect her because I'm a stronger player. I can help Julie get along. My other one was like, no, go yellow because there's 3 of you. Instant alliance. Be able to pick them apart from there. And then when we both went in to go, hey, let's do a lucky dip, I could see through the bag. Yellow. Oh.
I know there's the blue team is like we have our own blue inside the yellow. In my tribe now, I definitely feel closest to my man Dan, for sure. Definitely there's like a bond going on there. I don't think I'm at risk of going home yet.
Yeah, we just randomly did it as well. We were just like, we don't know. At Red Tribe, we were so scared about this swap because the 4 of us are so strong together. Rachel and I volunteered to lead, and honestly, it could not have gone better for us. We obviously were like the losing tribe. We were so going to be gone. And at one of the other challenges, the yellow tribe was like rooting for us. They were so friendly, and we knew if we ever meet up with them in a swap situation, we'll work together. Both tribes if red and yellow work together, we have the majority to take out the blues. Literally, it's like a godsend to my game. I cannot believe it happened. I'm just so happy. We got a good team.
Yeah, I like that tribe.
I have moved to the yellow tribe from the red tribe. Josh and I decided we would come together. The tribe is feeling good. Everyone's very lovely but very chatty. I feel like I can't get a word in, so that's going to be interesting.
So we must be close to
we're
making day 1.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that, now it's 4 or 5 games we've played. So happy. Might even make day 2.
I really like Josh. Josh and I have clicked super well already. Matt seems to get on with Rachel. I think Rachel's a really nice person too, so I'm really excited to work with her. And I also think I have bonds with the Blues to the point where they won't vote me right now. Like, I don't think Fu and even Jake, I don't think either of them are going to want to target me right now. They'd probably want to go for someone else.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Like, what are people's food requirements? Because on our other tribe we had 2 vegans and I'm vegetarian. Oh. So like in terms of like an eating challenge, we were a bit like, we were a bit screwed in that case.
Oh, really? You have to eat like worms.
Yeah, we had you, and that was
going to eat anything.
Yeah, no, true. No, sorry. I should have said that. You were there.
Yeah,
but like, I just checking with you guys. Do you guys have like eating requirements? Fussy eaters? Will you guys eat anything?
I eat anything. I don't know if I'll eat anything, but I can eat anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be bad at it.
I think we'll do well in the eating challenge.
You're right. You're good.
Oh, yeah, man.
You're good. Good. That's good. Better than we were last time.
By a mile. Because they have have 2 vegans on the other tribe.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'll eat an insect. That's
surely.
Abby she's very smart. I think Jakey would be really good to work with her to see how her head's at, because I want to get yellow out. Yellow is in majority right now, and red is not, and I want to get yellow out.
We heard a little whisper that's one of you guys in the red team already had an idol.
What?
Yeah, so
Spill.
someone gave him an idol.
Someone from your team?
Well, no.
Find one maybe? Or did someone
No.
The clue said.
So someone from a winning tribe gave it to him, and the idol could only be played in the first tribal council.
Oh,
so
damn.
Ken has no idea who gave it to him. We have no idea who gave it to him.
His eyes just said it. Thought you were an actor. No, obviously it was someone from Blue, because Blue was the winning tribe that year.
Yeah, so
And what, it was a fake idol?
Oh, no, it was real.
I think it's very stupid that people haven't had idols, because I generally want to go out. I don't want to go out by myself, because then that takes me out of the whole group, and then it's so much easier for them to then pick me apart and get me kicked out. So I'm definitely concerned.
There's so many dead logs around here, good luck.
Yeah, and then we're like, do you want to find an idol or do you want to find a snake? You're like,
Yeah.
We've got a whole new area, and it was harder in our team Blue because it was so open, you could see everything. Here's a lot more bushlands, easier to get away with looking. So I might get my man Jake to see if he wants to go for a little looksy-looksy, and yeah, do some hunting.
We didn't even think of like what happens because all the boats went on Holly.
Yeah,
We didn't even have a backup, so we were probably a bit
Oh,
stupid
so it was
there.
unanimous.
Yeah.
Great team. No, I'm lying.
I still feel so sorry.
Who was the girl?
I'm off with sword, first time she was on Survivor, first one to get voted off. Second time was Survivor, first one to get
Who
voted
did
off.
she vote though?
I'm gonna build an alliance with Matt because he's an older guy, and I think with me being an older person as well, we can hope to get a little alliance in there. And then we've got Jake, who's got it in already with the other young one. We've got our claws in one each already.
Before it gets dark, could you show us the water well?
Yeah.
Yes, please, because my water's about to run out.
Actually, you do that first if you want, but that's what we've been doing.
Well, it's a lost cause. I mean, if you've all been like
We'll be here forever.
double dipping.
And then we've got Jackie and David on ours.
This light's just waiting.
I was going to say, let's go walk back, but we don't know where we're going. Yeah. We got
It's alright.
Lead the way, because we don't know where we're going.
Oh yeah.
Josh and I were working together back at Red, so we decided to come together.
Rachel, who came across from the Red tribe, started questioning me, kind of like, do you have an alliance with anybody?
Do you have an alliance?
Yeah. But that's mine. How do you feel about everyone? Do you have any alliances with anyone? And I was like, I didn't tell her, I just said maybe.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. I chat to Jake to try and gauge where he was at, and he just gave me nothing. He was not. He even was like to me, "Do you trust me? Can I trust you?" So I just got bad vibes straight away. At the moment, it's like red over. I think he just feels like I'm already working against him, which is true because I am. But after that interaction with him, I just think he needs to go. So I'm going to try and find a way to suddenly put the votes on him, the next tribal. In terms of new alliances moving forward, I know Josh and I are going to stay close, and I know I've got my Red Alliance back at the old Red as well. So the four of us are staying tight, but in this new tribe, I am going to align myself with Matt B.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So we'll go along.
And see if he can pull together the numbers with yellow to vote out the blues, because with the 2 yellows and the 2 reds and only 3 blues, I think we can take out the blues. So I think moving forward, if we got to vote, that would be my next strategy.
And then yours was Jackie. And no, Jules.
Jules, oh my god, I keep calling her Jackie.
Jules and David.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like Jules and David.
Silva, can you first look at the new Birak tribe? Julie, voted out in the tribal council. How does it feel seeing Julie out of the game?
Heartbreaking. Because she was lovely. She was so nice. But yeah, at least that shows, sort of the true colours of the red team. So that's nice.
Well, there you go. Who's got tribal immunity? Tribal immunity is back up for Gramps. Are you guys ready to get to your next challenge?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
For the next immunity challenge, 2 contestants will use the supplied materials to construct fishing rods in order to retrieve the fish puzzle pieces. Once they have returned all 7 pieces behind the line, the next member of the tribe will run the pieces through an army crawl whilst being soaked with water from someone from the opposing tribe. Once they have delivered all 7 pieces, the last 2 contestants will aim to complete the puzzle. First tribe to have all 7 fish pieces fit within the frame wins tribal immunity, safe from the vote.
Survive is ready. Go. So you need to use the materials inside the trough. Fish those fish and get them back to your tribe mat. Some movement here. And Dan.
So what do we do? Just a larger one just to kind of keep it a bit more rigid.
Out there to bring them in. Nope. Yellow's fishing rod is falling apart.
Nah, you got it. Easy.
Red has made contact.
Oh no.
Through it. Oh yeah, you just poke this through it.
Yeah, as long as you don't touch the grass on the other side. Well done. Yellow has 4. 3 to go.
Is that like...
Red, you're still in this. You just need to make one strong fishing rod that'll do the job. Right, you guys have something there. Just got to fish in.
Teamwork makes your dream work. Reach out and grab it.
Reaching up for another one. Good, you just need to make him one strong rod and it'll do the job. Red really catching up here. Alright, that's 3 for red. And 2 more for yellow. Yellow's moving on.
Oh, sorry.
Great. Come on, buddy.
Go, Jake. Keep going. Amazing stuff.
Oh, Jake.
Keep going, Jake. You don't want nah.
Yeah.
Keep going, Jake. Keep going. The grand finale.
I just don't know if that's acceptable.
Nice. Yeah, is that looks about right.
So red, have it, moving on. Oh yes,
There you go.
Never give up.
Mine is great. Equalizer the puzzle. Yes.
Yes! Finished!
And they do it!
We almost had it. We were like 2-3 pieces off. Sorry, guys.
1, 2, 3, yellow! Tribal immunity. Yellow tribe. Come over, come get it. Well done. So you also get something else.
Ooh, a cloche.
In keeping with the theme, you got yourself some fish and chips. Yellow tribe. Yes, get on back to camp. Congratulations. I'm going home. Head on out.
Good job, guys.
Red tribe. So sorry, nothing for you. Back to tribal council. The bad news gets worse. We are going to be heading from here to tribal council. Whatever you need to do, you've got your journey there to make it happen.
Challenge was pretty hectic. We definitely gave them a really bad start. I think the other team was up to the puzzle by the time we finished getting those fish, so the blame is squarely on us.
Yeah, I'm so sorry guys. No, that was hard. I was standing there watching you guys.
Yeah, that first bit was hard. It was pretty diabolical. Michael, Sal, they both performed quite poorly in that one together.
You guys were so close as well.
We had about 3 pieces,
I think, to fitting in.
I think I said to the guys that we almost had that fish puzzle. We were nowhere near had that fish puzzle done.
Oh man, that would have been so good, like a bit of fish and chips.
So hopefully that gives them an idea that maybe I could bring it back for the team, and they want to keep me around.
This is stressful.
Straight after the challenge, we're going straight to tribal, by the way. Kind of like trying to work it out in the darkness is it's a bit sketchy. Dave kind of like beat it around the bush and then just said Michael.
We love warring.
Kind of stuck in between two groups by myself, kind of like looking around, trying to get someone to start talking to me.
Do we need to step away from each other a little bit and just...
Kiara and I sort of had a chat about it. I'm not sure if she's really on that chat. Well, it's got really dark, and I think my chances of getting any further in this game are potentially just as dark. And then I asked the thought, and I hope she got the thought for the voting block, the yellows plus me. But if I've got the yellow block with me, the yellow block behind me, then again, just a little bit more of a chance of staying there. Pushing that red They're obviously really strong players. It's going to take one the game with them. I think the boys, the two red boys, Mike and Matt, they're going to stick together. I think they're becoming, potentially quite strong friends. Likewise, I sort of know outside region. So I hate saying that. Potentially pistols. So I just want to keep going. Outwit, outplay, outlast. I'm trying to outlast as long as I can. And unfortunately, it takes making these decisions and being this person. Especially when you're the underdog in your team. I sort of feel bottom of the barrel right now. It's who I see us voting for. If we've got the numbers in the book to do it, that's awesome.
David did propose, throwing Michael's name up in the air. He had some solid points and that sort of thing, but I feel like I can really trust both red and yellow at this point, so I feel like that, for me, is just the safest bet to go for David. We just got the numbers one up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying not to get too confident. I know that when you have, majority, and we do have majority from our yellow tribe, so I think that I could feel overconfident there. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just, just assume that anything's possible at this point.
Yeah, I want to stay.
I don't suspect any idols to be played purely because David seems quite paranoid. But that, once again, could just be a strategy on his behalf.
Yara and I, we love the idea of getting as far as we can. Being the underdogs. We're especially keen to continue the journey together. Which I hope happens. Fingers crossed. I've tried to seed some thoughts. Team up with the three original yellows, and Kiara in particular, because we've got that shared sort of underdog story. If I can count on you guys, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I need to swap in a minute anyway to see.
Last vote, I go advantage. I'm going to some bottom of the stack. Yeah. Basically, with this vote, I can just drop the vote and then I can have an extra vote in my pocket. Right. The final 5. Problem is if these guys split, because I think Dave's throwing my name out. He's wrote up to you. He said that to me. Dave's been throwing my name out there, so I'm just worried that he's going to play an idol, which will idle me out. So just be aware that extra votes very rarely work as well. So I don't split. I feel very nervous. This is a make or break for my game, this vote right here. I'm so close to the second day, I don't want to go out now. But the problem is if he has no idol, go home. Do you think he's going to have an idol after the way he was acting last round? I don't know. I'm leaning towards maybe just risking it, but if I'm going to go home anyway, so... My vote's going to update. Yeah, I really wanted to keep it last time. Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say to each other. I know I get along well with Matt. I'm going to vote David. You do what you think is best. I get along well with Salvador. I haven't really known Joe that much, and I think Kiara wants to work with me, but I'm just not sure. Just haven't read her yet. But I want to work with her as well. I want to work with as many people as possible, but maybe they just see this as an opportunity to get me out.
He mentioned Michael's name to me.
He mentioned Michael's name to me?
Okay, yeah.
How you doing?
Good. Where's your haircut?
I personally think, looking at all you guys, I think I'm gone.
Yeah.
So if there's anything I can do to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm pretty nervous as well. I've heard Mike on the thrown out there.
So I think it's potentially, thank you. And I know you're thinking the same to me.
Yeah. I'm really happy to say yes to Michael, but not for Michael.
Yeah. I'm down for that. I'm sure he can't have an idol.
I don't think so. The way he's acting last round, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's definitely scrambling.
We haven't had time to find idols or desperately go searching for them.
Yeah, unless you've got something that'll sneak in there.
We'll find out.
He just told me he knows Michael outside of this game.
So he wants to vote him out.
Yeah, I think so. At least just try and stop them from talking about whatever they're talking about.
Michael's been open to Benjamin's parents. They know each other from the previous job. He does not want them.
Really?
I'm down for that.
Did they have a good relationship?
Yeah, same.
Talking to the people, it seems like people still want Dave.
Swap it up. Do you want to swap it up?
Yeah. There's people who, like Kiara, I think wouldn't readily jump on me, probably wouldn't readily jump on Michael, who was just like pretty adamant with Dave, and Kiara and Joe and probably Sal. I'm sure are just going to be voting together no matter what. So yeah, I do think it's Dave.
Nice to see you again.
I'm still the same.
Yeah. The same as what?
Kills the king. He's not going to see it coming because he did have mine.
He's just suggested to me that he potentially sees it coming.
I told everyone that's the way I'm going to vote, except for, of course, Dave, who thinks I might be backstabbing Michael. I've been with him on red the whole time. Mm-hmm. We could not.
Are you going to betray red as much as I betrayed blue? That's the question. That's the hard one. Some of the boys came back over to me after I sort of planted some of these seeds, and there's a lot of a lack of eye contact and a lack of real commitment to any sort of decision in the conversation. So yeah, I'm going into this pretty blind and potentially going home, which is devastating.
Yeah, I feel like it's either me or him. Like, I've spoken to them and I'm just like, well, if I'm going to go anyway, we'll just roll the dice and put them all on him. If that's the case, I'm going to put them all on him. It'll be 5-1, which means I can play the advantage and get the spare vote. So I guess we'll just risk it all on him, and if he plays an idol, then I'm probably going. The problem is if they go, those three split it and I don't vote, then it could easily swing the other way and I could myself. So I'm just at a bit of a dilemma now. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm just going to decide in the moment, feel how the tribal's going and whether I think they're going to split the votes. If I don't think they're going to split the votes, I'll probably risk it.
We have no reason.
Like, this is sounding unanimous, which doesn't sound right. First person out ever in Backyard Survivor and now fighting to stay in it 3 years later. Let's hope I can get through the night holding on, fighting for dear life.
Yeah.
Knowing Kiara's background, I think she's pulling a lot of strings.
On the one hand, I think he's a real smooth operator. Yeah. But on the other hand, he's a loose number. He can come with
us. Hopefully I can play this and it's going to set up the rest of my game. So I feel like for me this is a really crossroads vote. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Come on in. Yeah, we don't have milk crates.
Tribal council got a little fancy.
Yeah.
Oh,
comfortable. Why not? Upgrade. That time of the night, we just rock and roll with whatever we got.
So I wasn't at the challenge, so why don't we start there? Matt, how was the challenge?
Forming the rod and hook for the fishes was it's a bit of a surprise packet what you guys gave us to work with. Both tribes definitely struggled with that.
So for the ones who were doing the fishing rods, how are you both feeling knowing that is where you lost a lot of time?
We tried quite a few different sort of techniques, but just didn't really have anything to stick to get the furthest one. So it was just, it was a bit demoralising and quite sort of frustrating to not get something to work for such a long time. I feel bad.
Just that one option would work, but you just have to experiment through so many different things, and we're trying everything, and eventually we got something that worked, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too late. Whether or not that has a part to play in tonight's vote, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely very nervous.
Kiara, do you think challenge performance at this point in the game plays a part in the vote?
I think that we win and lose as a tribe, and there are definitely a multitude of aspects that go into the vote. I don't think it just comes down to the challenge or one person's participation.
So So, David, you got votes at the last tribal council. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm stressed. I'm nervous.
Do you think that you'll get votes again?
I expect votes at this tribal council. Yeah, I just hope that some of the guys or the team can appreciate who I am and what I can bring to the team while we're still in the team, and why I should stay in the game. And the votes swing another way.
So what's your pitch?
Being an underdog in the first season, giving me the opportunity to be here in the first place. I've still got some game to play, and I want to bring, whoever wants to come with me. I will bring you as far as I can try and bring you, and I'll do anything to make that happen. So yeah, take a chance on me, as Abba said. I don't know why I said that. You can cut that, please. No, that's the trailer. So yeah, please. Yeah, so please.
So, Joe, you had to get here pretty quickly from the challenge, not back to camp, just heading directly towards tribal council. So how was that? Did you get to still have conversations?
Yeah, somewhat. Rushed, pressure. We're all kind of used to it. We're like, game on. We know what we're doing. Let's do it.
That's backyard for you.
Is anybody else feeling at risk at this tribal council that wants to present anything? Yeah, Michael, tell us.
Yeah, I've heard my name out there, so yeah, I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. You just never know. Anything could happen. Survivor, so.
Exactly right. I mean, look at us.
Cheers.
Cheers. Anything can happen. All right.
We're going to get to the vote. Kiara, you are up first.
Waiting
You know what, I'm playing this without being seen, so I'm just going to vote. David's either you or me tonight, buddy, so he's hoping that you don't have an eye.
Tried my best to stop myself from getting voted out tonight.
We'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to vote, now would be the time to do so.
Alright, now read the votes. Michael. David. David. It's 2 votes David, 1 vote Michael. David. 6th person voted out of Backyard Survivor Redemption. Davey.
So it doesn't count? David, you need to bring us a torch. You have been voted out from the tribe. You do have a chance to get back in from Redemption. Head on out.
How's the mood? I think that's it all.
Joe said it best. Wah wah. All right, head on back to camp. Thank you.
Oh, who's that?
That's a male.
Who's that?
Oh,
David, that's David.
It's David.
Oh my God.
Oh,
no.
Hello.
Oh no.
I don't know you much, but I'll give you a hug.
No, that's. Oh, thank you. Hi, David. I don't know if I met either of you this morning. Look, it's devastating, but I'm out. The 6th person voted out. You know, it's 5 better than I did last time. So yeah, like I'm sad. I wish it wasn't me, but that's how the game's played. those guys outlasted me.
Well, first of all, I'm thanking you for the idol in that ice.
Oh yeah.
I did not need to play it, but
yeah, it was good to have. Yeah,
because I was early out, so I got the full experience.
Yeah. There's some people that made me trust them very quickly and very well, and I would be very wary of them. Whether I'd try and take revenge on them, I'm not too sure. I haven't really thought about it yet. Yeah, Kiara especially, she pulled the wool really hard over my eyes, and I didn't see that 100%. I expected it. You know, I know how she plays the game and what she's like. She's very, very good. But yeah, obviously I just trusted maybe the wrong people too quickly. Shot at redemption. Looking forward to that. I'm gonna go back in and then see what I can do to stay alive just that bit longer.
What have you guys been up to? What have you been doing all day?
A lot.
So we've done 2 challenges and we both won so far.
Congratulations. Okay.
Oh, but now you're here. I'm like,
Yep.
Seeing David coming, I was surprised, even though I don't know him that well. But I was more surprised because the blue team had a strong start. Like they won the first 2 challenges and they didn't even come in second. They aced it. At that first meeting in front of everyone, I told everyone I hate camping, and I meant that. I wasn't faking it, and I even told them like I'm like average. Like those guys are very physical, and I'm like I'm kind of like giving up, but not really. But then here I am winning 2 redemption challenges. I'm still here, and probably most people will be shocked because on the first tribal council, or I mean like before the first tribal council, one of the winning teams gave me an mini idol because obviously they think I was in danger. They think I suck the most. I would get voted off, but here I am still sort of in the game.
You know, I've just met the 2 people still in redemption, and you know they've been here from early this morning. So you know, 2 really strong players that have been able to make it through redemption. You know, can I beat that? I'm not sure. I'm starting to feel a little bit like stiff and sore, and look, I haven't had much to eat for the last few hours. I'm potentially going to struggle.
From redemption, Valentina, Ken, and this newest entrant, David. Were you surprised what it was like out there?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about what was beyond the
hill.
Beyond the hill, yeah, and so yeah, to be there was a bit of a shock.
Valentina and Ken know the drill. So David, for every redemption challenge, what we have done is run the first challenge of every season that we have done. So we had the first challenge in season 1, the ribbons, which you participated in. We had the water and spider puzzle for season 2, and we are now doing the snake puzzle from season 3.
So, if you've seen season 3, you'll know that the very first tribal council was avoided by one person, by the luck of the draw of the buff. So, for this particular challenge, we have here 3 buffs.
One of them is an orange buff. One of them is a purple buff. One of them is a black buff for exile. We're gonna hand these out. If you pull the black buff, you will not compete in the challenge, and you will be fast-tracked to the next challenge. So you will immediately survive this challenge.
So then the person who wins the challenge will stay on at redemption, and whoever loses is going home. Good. Okay, so I think based on who has been here the longest,
yep,
who would choose a buff?
1. Valentine? 3. 2 it is? 2. Okay. 5 is ready?
Here you go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. David gets the black buff, just got to redemption, not participating in the challenge. You will head back to redemption, and you will participate in the last challenge of the day.
Well, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
I look forward to competing against one of you. I'm sorry it's not me up there right now. I feel really slack.
So that means, Ken, Valentina, for one of you, the time of redemption will end, but it all comes down to this challenge.
You have spent almost the entire day at redemption. but unfortunately, this pairing will have to split.
Are you ready to get to your challenge?
What if I say no?
Okay, David, you can take a seat by the tree if you want to watch. Yep.
Cool.
Okay,
Into
we'll
your
get you in the spots. Ken versus Valentina. Survivor's ready. Go! Spent all day together. Comes Aaron's next. Looks like in season 3, this might be a full finish.
I think I got it.
All right, Valentina. And
wins.
Oh, wow. And wow, so close, that last piece. It really was. Oh.
He was always us.
Ken, Valentina, it was right down to the wire there. Ken did complete his puzzle as well, just getting that last piece in there. Well done, both of you.
Valentina,
yeah.
Do you like puzzles?
I do.
You do? Okay, because it seems like you don't, but you're very good at them. Congratulations, Valentina. You have earned a spot in the final challenge to get back into the game. Ken, unfortunately for you, this is the end of the road. What has this experience been for you?
I had very low expectations, so this is actually much further than I thought. You know, like even though I got voted off second, got to participate in the group challenge and an individual challenge, and then I played an idol as well. So in a way, I actually get the full experience.
Well, Ken, it has been a pleasure having you on the season. Unfortunately, you have not survived redemption, which means you're eliminated from the game and you have no more chances. And head that way.
That's not.
David and Valentina, you're gonna head back to redemption, or you will wait for a final competitor, and then you will compete in the final challenge to get back in the game and our second chance. Or third chance. Okay, cool. Head on out.
Obviously, I was early out, so obviously I miss doing individual challenge, like the chance to play individual challenge. So Redemption Island actually allows me to play individual challenge. Valentina, she's always been the first to finish when it comes to puzzle in the Redemption Island challenge. It's funny, like because I was second out, she was third out, and we were like, when we were at the Redemption Island, we were just gossiping, joking, and coming here, I'll be honest, I thought like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Like, it is fun, but I'm just saying, I didn't realize that it could be that serious, especially now that I became quite friends, like good friends with, I hope, after this as well, like with Valentina. Like, we both personally beat the challenge, like, she's still there, and I hope she can make it far, but I'm a bit worried because she's up against David and whoever else is gonna be voted off, but if it's possible, maybe she can ace it and beat them. I hope for the best for her. Thanks to Brian McCall. Sorry, I forgot to mention, but
Next time on Backyard Survivor.
It's a 3 yellow versus 2 red. I really probably need to start working on Salvador.
I think I've got a pretty good connection with Kiara. I think she really wants to work with me.
I feel like I am falling into step with the red tribe members.
You need to start making moves now. Like this is Survivor. We're almost down at merge.
Do I go with a new alliance and risk moving over there quickly before the ship sinks?
Oh, yes,
for the next race.